So I marked 18th of October on my calendar as I was extremely excited to see the Navdeep Singh directed film Laal Kaptaan starring Saif Ali Khan. The movie with its first look not only intrigued me but made me appreciate the creators behind envisioning the story itself, an unapologetic western rooted in India as British imperialists wanted to ravage the country at a time where the country was torn into several pieces or empires, but the East India Company through various tactics finding ways to antagonize allies amongst each other. And in this world full of chaos post the Battle of Buxar, we have a lone wolf, a bounty hunter, a man of few words and many actions on the quest for his next target that has personal links to the mysterious man. The setup was perfect for cinematic brilliance. I have to say before I dive right into the analysis of the film that this movie is not going to be a massive hit, as the masses are honestly not ready to immerse themselves in such an eccentric world. But as I regard the subscriber base of this channel to be avid moviegoers appreciative of genuine and authentic storytelling, this will be a visual treat for any movie buff. Here's me presenting the good and underwhelming aspects of Laal Kaptaan so that you guys can ultimately decide whether to go for it or not. The underwhelming aspects. Language. There are several moments in the film where you will squint your eyes and place your ears at an angle to catch familiar words to understand what supporting characters are saying. As the movie is set up in the 18th century India and focuses on several empires dispersed around the landscape, a lot of the times the supporting characters either sport accents while speaking in Hindi or transition to speaking their own language, especially when the movie focuses on the Maratha Empire. Zoya Hussain plays a key role due to which several new revelations or incidents take place in the Naga Sadhu's quest to find his target. But she speaks with an accent rooted in the north of Uttar Pradesh that is tough to decipher. You more or less understand her intentions but have to pick up and choose words to really get what she's trying to say. Subtitles for the characters not speaking in Hindi would have been beneficial for the theatre viewing experience. Length. The movie is 2 hours and 35 minutes long, and you will definitely feel that the movie could have been a more refined edit, which would have led to its overall impact to be humongously different from what it is currently. See, individuals on Twitter are already talking about how the movie was boring and the narrative gets dragged, but the real reason for these emotions getting invoked is because many people will find it difficult to fully immerse themselves in the world created by Navdeep Singh. I have to, however, definitely agree that certain elements in the film either led to no plausible conclusion, like the existence of comical Maratha Pandari warriors, or made me confused on why the characters are taking certain decisions, like the Naga Sadhu and his target crossing paths several times and the story just carries on. There are opportunities for both the characters to take the plunge, and easily so without any conflict. But their feud, past history, gets dragged along. An aspect that, if was concise, honestly would have resulted in a phenomenal edit. A film like Django Unchained provided for key plot twists and excessive gore and violence hand in hand. Laal Kaptaan, however, is a slow burn, which sets up more like an origin story based in a western. The good, the world. What do we crave for as moviegoers? To sit in the theatre and be convinced of the world we get transported to. That is something we have been waiting for so badly in Hindi films, where we see a movie like Dhoom 3 and we can easily see the influence of The Prestige, or see Thugs of Hindustan and see Pirates of the Caribbean. Laal Kaptaan is a world in an era that Bollywood has always explored but never truly fleshed out beautifully with respect to a fictional story. A world and characters authentic in context to the Indian landscape, a country so rich with history, culture and diversity. Navdeep Singh has created exactly that. Set in the 18th century Awadh but shot mainly in Rajasthan, the film sequences are all shot in real locations, which translates beautifully in terms of cinematic shots. We often romanticize how international films have showcased westerns in the form of films with Clint Eastwood or John Ford, but this is the first time in India without taking blatant influence, it has created a world so unique and riveting. The film, more than the world, creates characters that are straight out of a graphic novel. The protagonist, mysterious and sharp, a Naga Sadhu with long dreads and a full beard, possessing brute strength and a large frame, wearing an East India Company infantry officer's uniform, having only one thing in mind, his target. Saif Ali Khan fully immerses himself to play the character. I honestly could not believe that Rohit from Kal Ho Na Ho transformed to this character. The man is natural in every frame, be it riding the horse or annihilating individuals in hand-to-hand combat. Saif possesses absolute command on the big screen. The tracker, an amusing yet skilled individual individual aided by his 2 dogs, hired to find the location of individuals for several empires. Deepak Dobriyal is hilarious in this movie, cheeky and always 2 steps ahead of the same people hiring him for the job. Manav Vij plays Rahmat Khan, the Naga Sadhu's target, who has no redeeming qualities. You only root for Saif's character to cross paths with him and finish him. Vij possesses this cold energy, making you believe no one really is his ally. Vij's take on the antagonist is interesting, yet I felt a more menacing villain rather than the understated approach by Vij would have been more effective. Zoya Hussain puts forth a commendable performance, even though the integration of the character and the language utilized was tough to digest. Cinematically, I was taken aback by the level of detailing that came with fleshing out the characters and the story in hand. I had not had this kind of an immersive experience of a world never seen before since Tumbad. There are elements of prophecy and poetry integrated so well in a world so real in Indian history. The film possesses one of the most underrated soundtracks as well. The song Kaal Kaal and especially Tandav, as Deepak and Saif's character dance around a fire in a trance-like form, gave me absolute goosebumps. I have to tell you one thing before you go for this film, that this cinematic experience will not be appreciated by everyone. You have to have a certain appreciation for the cinematography, storytelling and the world created to truly love this film. If you're expecting a gory thriller like Django, then you will be disappointed. But I can't seem to stop raving at the ability of this film to create this spectacular fictional world and the characters at a time of British colonized India, where films like Kalank and Thugs of Hindustan were completely tone deaf at the era that it was set. This film does beyond justice to being set in the 18th century. This film is set up like an origin story of the character played by Saif Ali Khan, develops over a period of time with a revelation I never expected, and ends with the potential of us as viewers following what he is up to next. I know this film will underperform financially, but we as true film fans can do our bit and support this beautiful work of art. And that was the video, guys. Write it down in the comments below what you thought about the movie. Please don't forget to follow me on Instagram. The handle's right in front of you. Follow me at JammyPants4. Also, please support us by smashing the like button and subscribing to our channel for weekly content ahead. Thank you for watching.